しい未来を描くイメージはひまわり心を開いて My dream 前を向いて青空を見ている私ひまわりのように咲き出し夏になりピカピカの太陽元気いっぱい笑顔のまま
Hello everyone and welcome to the Convergence Showcase. I'm Dodger.
And I'm ESO, and Convergence is a stacked back-to-back indie-focused game showcase, highlighting the hidden gems you might have missed so they can reach the audiences they truly deserve.
We've got some of your favorite publishers, we've got self-published games by smaller indie devs, maybe even people who are making their very first game. So if you see a game that you like, make sure you wishlist it, send the developers a nice message, tell your grandma about it. We want to get as many eyeballs on these games as possible.
We're going to be your guides through the next 80 minutes of lovingly curated indie games. And we have lots of special guests, including Wanderbot, who's going to be sharing his ones to watch, featuring lots of smaller dev titles.
So, you guys ready to get this show started? Let's go!
Our first section, Future Visions, is all about sci-fi.
Yep. Are you a sci-fi boy?
You know, I've been into a lot of space movies, but the gaming side of things I've not fully got into yet.
I don't play a whole lot of sci-fi games, but yeah, I grew up with Star Trek and Stargate and all of that. And oddly enough, the Mars Attacks movie. Some of you might have seen that there is a new game revealed at Gamescom called Mars Attracts, and yes, it is a Mars Attacks game.
You can literally build a theme park on Mars with the dark twist that you're going to be abducting humans from Earth to populate your different themed attractions.
Yeah, and it's also got this element where the humans can escape, and so you're not only trying to keep your theme park running, but also keep the humans from escaping it. It's definitely going to be bonkers, so let's watch the gameplay.
Welcome to the glamorous life of bounty hunting. Perks include seeing exotic planets, meeting interesting people, and then promptly shooting those people. Your job is simple but deadly. Choose a mission from the guild. Hunt the galaxy for your prey. Eliminate them with extreme prejudice. Secure some loot, then extract to safety, or you'll lose it all. Once you've got the basics down, get ready for missions that'll make you question your life choices. Rise through the Helian ranks and unlock new, dangerously exciting planets. Welcome to Last Helion. You've got a universe to impress, so why wait? Go prove you're more than just a shiny helmet.
That was the world-exclusive reveal for the bounty hunting extraction shooter called Last Helion. It looks awesome. What do you think?
Flying to different planets with a diverse environments like the Gothic Cathedral, deserts, an actual space station, and then doing all these bounty missions and crafting your own weapons just looks awesome to me.
100%. And I think now we're going to be looking at Shadows of Doubt, which is a super cool sandbox sci-fi detective game. I don't know if you've played that game yet, but it is overwhelming in the best way.
I mean, it sounds amazing. I've heard it's based in a sandbox and got procedural generation. I'm excited to hear more about it.
100%. And to tell us more about it is our first special guest, General Sam. Take it away.
Hello everyone, my name is General Sam, and I am the hired spokesman for Shadows of Doubt.
Oh, what's that?
Excellent question. Shadows of Doubt is a game where you play as a private detective in a dystopian city. If a murder occurs, it's up to you to solve it. There's hundreds of citizens in this city, each with their own jobs, apartments, and relationships. And any one of them could be the murderer or the next victim. Shadows of Doubt came out of early access today, and I think you should pick it up, because I guarantee you have not played anything like it. Here's some clips showing what other people have gotten up to on Shadows of Doubt.
When you're down on your luck, broke, and your only skill is stalking people, well, the diner, it's always got you covered.
So, you guys know about any murders? There's a murder! I gotta go! Let me scan the bloody hammer. I wonder if this is the murder weapon. Our first case is someone committed suicide with a hammer. Murder case solved. I love this game.
We've got you now. Your web of lies is over. That'll teach you. Oh my god, so much blood. Oh my god, she's naked. Oh no. Oh, the alarm's been sounded because that person I may have beaten up. I'm a vigilante. I cannot be stopped. This was a hard one.
A murder at 1401 Song Suites. Do I leave and investigate the crime scene early? Or do I have breakfast at Tiffany's?
When I do eventually catch the killer, another one simply takes his place. I need to arrest everyone, but presently I am undeniably homeless. So I started by looking at the job listings. Work available, business-related concerns require investigation. That was a disaster, probably because I went to the wrong apartment. Now I can rest easy knowing that the city is safe once and for all.
Congratulations, Operator 2364. You have been randomly volunteered for the Iter Corporation's restoration project. You have been outfitted with a state-of-the-art drill pod which will be essential to your survival. You may experience vertigo, falling blocks, or a sudden lack of breathable air. Should the baseless rumours of a mechanoid threat on the surface prove to be true, we have implemented the option to construct automated defence systems. At Iter, we believe in encouraging hard work, so do make use of our generous rewards programme. Replacement of your base is as cheap and expendable as you are, Operator 2364. Thank you for your continued dedication to the Iter Corporation.
That was our first look at Iter from Fireshine Games. I love the voxel art style of this game, but my goodness, I'm not so sure if I could survive in a world like this. What do you think, Dodger?
You know what? I love a tower defense game. I love games where you get to just, chill out and mine. This one doesn't seem quite so chill though, because you got to get all these resources, get back to your base, make sure that everything's safe and good to go. I think it looks like a lot of fun. But next up, we're gonna check in with our buddy Wanderbot for the very first one to watch.
Hey, I'm Wanderbot, and as Danny and Dodger said, I'm here to share some of my picks of upcoming indie games from smaller developers. Bionic Bay is an action puzzle platformer set in a brutalistic biomechanical world that is hell-bent on blasting you to smithereens. Featuring art by Marina, who previously designed the hit Badland games, and programmed by industry newcomer Psychoflow Studio. Manipulate the environment and objects around you with an innovative swap system and highly detailed physics simulation. Check out the demo available on Steam right now, and here's some exclusive gameplay to show you what to expect, plus some extra games from Kepler Interactive.
Hey, I'm Johanna, and I'm the artist and designer behind Bionic Bay. Bionic Bay is high-detail pixel art, tight and precise platforming, and chaotic physics-based gameplay. Set in an ancient biomechanical world filled with imaginative tech and deadly traps. There are thousands of games that use pixel art, but the way the world is created here is something that probably no one has tried before. I mean, look at this tree consisting of 250k pixels. Or this mechanical hand with 1,000,000 pixels. The end result is a spectacular retro-futuristic biomechanical world that looks unparalleled to anything we've seen in video games. It's super important that the visual look and the gameplay go hand in hand. That means handcrafted levels with tons of creativity. Here's the core mechanic of Bionic Bay, the swap. This unique tool enables you to move, defend or attack in a totally new way. Thank you for watching. We have lots of cool stuff to show you before the launch in 2025, so wishlist on PlayStation 5 and Steam.
And now an exclusive update for a game that was recently revealed during Gamescom.
Wacky Extreme Learning Smartbot from Hot Wheels.
I smush it down my throat.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Hutchinson, Creative Director at a brand new studio called Raccoon Logic. We're back for another game in the Savage Planet universe titled Revenge of the Savage Planet. Abandoned on the far edge of the universe by your former employer, it's your job to survive and eventually thrive on 4 crazy new planets, each of them packed with their own weird and wonderful creatures. You have various tools at your disposal and different ways of interacting with creatures. You can whip them or use a lasso to capture various creatures. There are different goo guns with various properties that allow you to solve the game's challenges in a myriad of different ways as you explore every nook and cranny of these strange alien worlds. We need your assistance in driving the dreaded algorithm, so please wishlist the game at your earliest convenience on Xbox, PlayStation, GOG, Steam, or Epic Game Store.
Ho ho! We've had a bit of an aesthetic change here. That's because these next games are not going to give you heart palpitations. They're gonna help you chill out. You're gonna have a nice cozy time here, all right? So the first one that we're gonna be checking out is Castle Pixel and Playtonic's game Cattle Country, which is, hold on one moment, a cozy cowboy adventure life sim. It's like Stardew Valley meets Red Dead Redemption. You were saying you're really excited about this game.
Honestly, like, when I first tried Stardew and seeing how similar this game is, like me and my wife were playing that game, I got really into it, and you just start, micromanaging everything. And this game really takes it another step up with 18 romanceable characters, different seasonal events, you can track a game in the winter, you get western shootouts with bandits, and just have rodeos and other fun little mini games. And I mean, yeah, you'll also be back in the mine too. Let's check out the footage, because I mean, I can't talk about everything.
Stick around, partner, and welcome.
to cattle country. Wish list now.
Next we have Monster Mofa, where you're cleaning up human homes from monster mess while rescuing fluffy monster ragamuffins hiding about the place. Dodger, you look like you're super excited to talk about this one.
I'm so excited for this game. I love cleaning games just in general. I think they're so satisfying and fun. So for this one to be like, and also the mess is made by these cute little monsters and you gotta save them and get them out of the human homes. The humans can't see them. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have such a blast with this game. So thank you very much to Terrahard for giving us this footage and also to Yogscast for publishing it. Let's check it out.
Successfully kickstarted last year by first-time Spanish developers Malapata Studio and openly inspired by cozy games like Unpacking and Assemble with Care, Campervan Make It Home is a sandbox interior decoration simulator where you create your ideal home on wheels. Solve spatial organization puzzles by packing away all of your belongings in a tiny yet cozy living space of your campervan, or even customize your own from scratch with a wide variety of parts. Here's an exclusive new trailer.
Hello, my name's Iona, and I've been a cozy gamer for as long as I can remember. But around 2 years ago, I made my first ever YouTube video all about my love of cozy games. And since then, I've got to see the cozy community grow and flourish over the years, with more cozy gamers and cozy games than ever before. Now, one thing I love to do on my channel is to cover new and upcoming cozy games that I think people are gonna love. So when I got an email asking me to come to Newcastle to try a brand new cozy game that combines adorable critters with cafe management, I knew I had to go immediately. So let me introduce to you today Critter Cafe, a cozy game which has so much of what I've been looking for. As not only can you tend to these absolutely adorable critters, which I am obsessed with, as you can play with them and feed them, you also get to run your very own cafe and even decorate it as well. But there's also this whole other side of the game which sees you solve puzzles to try and save critters. So I'm delighted to show you today a brand new trailer for Critter Cafe.
Welcome to Critter Cafe, a game all about rescuing super cute critters and building your own cozy critter cafe. On Goldleaf Isle, you'll find a cafe waiting for you. Okay, it might not look like much, but you can change almost anything here. New tables and chairs, decorations, even the floor. You can really show off your style. And you can change how you look too, whenever you want. New hair, clothes, colours, accessories, you name it. You'll leave your old stressful life behind and explore this amazing place. Along the way, you'll overcome challenges, solve puzzles, and bond with your critters as you bring them back to your cafe. Explore this magical world, rescue every critter, and welcome them into your cafe family. You'll manage the needs of your visiting customers and keep your cafe running smoothly, but you'll have a little help from your new critter friends. We're super excited to tell you that you can open your very own Critter Cafe. Make sure to wishlist to keep up to date with the game.
Drop Duchy is a hybrid strategic roguelite, which blends iconic puzzle gameplay with real-time strategy and resources management. In Drop Duchy, you must set up blocks through an evolving grid to complete lines and farm resources. On your way, you'll face Combat Round. Their structure is the same as a regular round, but you will have to place enemy constructions in addition to your own. Each act of Drop Duchy introduces new terrains, cards, and mechanics. Fight and collect resources before reaching monumental bosses. With 80 unique cards to unlock, upgrade, and optimize, each run will be different. We hope that you'll enjoy Drop Duchy, and believe us, the best is yet to be played. See you in 2025 for the game's release.
Roguish Rogues is where we spotlight games that put a unique spin on the roguelite genre. Games like the one you just saw, Drop Duchy from the Arcade Crew. It's a Tetris-like puzzle game where you're gathering resources and building your kingdom. What did you think of that one, Dodger?
Oh my gosh. I grew up on Tetris. I've learned to really love deck builders and strategy games, so this is an amazing marriage of things for me. I can't wait to play this. But next up, we're going to be checking in with Alexa, who's got an update for us on a highly anticipated sequel. Take it away.
Hey everybody, Alexa here, and I am extremely excited to share with you my most anticipated roguelike game of the year, Streets of Rogue 2. The sequel to Streets of Rogue, a roguelike RPG created by solo dev Matt Dabrowski that sold over 1 million copies. Streets of Rogue 2 takes the formula of that first game and just simply ramps it up. With a vast procedurally generated world 10,000 times the original, with infinitely replayable freeform gameplay, you can plan on getting lost in the immersion of your own giant roguelike-y RPG sandbox. Remember all those classes from the first game? Yeah, they're back, by the dozen. Do you want to be a scientist that hires a mercenary army to stage a coup? You can do that. Maybe you want to be a computer hacker, create a zombie apocalypse. You can do that too. Or maybe you're just feeling being a ninja that hangs out with a commune of vampires and eventually you bribe those vampires to help you take the mayor hostage. Believe it or not, you can do that too. Let's check out an exclusive trailer for Streets of Rogue 2.
now we're very excited for a world-exclusive reveal trailer from Yogscast Games.
This is Chaos Prophecy, developed by Chaos Interactive.
Yeah, it's a village builder, it's a deck builder. You're trying to rebuild your village, but you've got this like wrathful master who's throwing all of these obstacles in your way. It shows a lot of promise. I think it's gonna be really neat. I can't wait to see more. But next up, we've got Wanderbot's next pick.
Red Metal is Silent Factory's debut action roguelite, where you mow through hordes of extermination robots and mutated creatures in a post-apocalyptic alternate future. What makes it even better is that you do so behind the wheel of a car with guns strapped to it, with fine-tuned driving physics to match. Red Metal also features up to 4 players in online co-op, so you don't have to ride into battle on your own. Here's a brand new trailer with a demo release date.
Featured in this section aren't strictly multiplayer games. However, we believe that they are games that are best played with friends.
Entropy Survivors is our first game, where you're going to be taking control of a sword-wielding mech and a sharpshooting space frog in a wild bullet heaven roguelike. You can actually customize your mech with outrageous weapons, but the best part is you're going to be playing in co-op.
Yes, because there are so many bullet heaven games coming out, but so few of them have a co-op element to them. So finally, you can share the love and the destruction. But when? When? Fortunately, we've got a release date trailer for you. Let's check it out.
What's going on, Convergence guys? I'm King Gathalion, though not really king of anything. I'm super happy to be joining you guys for this showcase. If you want to find my content, I'm usually over on twitch.tv/KingGathalion or twitter.com/Gathalion and YouTube, which is, I think, just King Gathalion YT. As some of you may or may not know, earlier this year, Miju Games released Planet Crafter, which is an open world survival game where you can play with up to 10 buds and recreate a planet. Developers behind Planet Crafter recently unveiled a new paid DLC, Planet Humble. It features a new unoccupied planet, new biomes, flora, and fauna. Today, I get the opportunity to share this exclusive Planet Humble video with you guys. So let's check it out.
Hey there, Convergence. It's time for an update on Windblown. This time focusing on how the development team have worked with our alpha testers to implement new ideas, changes, and content to the game. One of the key pillars of development for Windblown has been our desire to develop the game alongside our community, and over the past few months we've been working closely with our alpha testers to understand their feelings about the project, things they'd like to see, and most importantly, things that they don't. We've seen a clear progression and change since joining the test, especially when it comes to in-game features. Most notably, we overhauled our gift system and introduced over 50 new gifts, adding a ton of new builds and variety to runs. They love how snappy and responsive the game feels. In a game where combat and movement is so important, it's been vital to nail what it's like to control and play. They want more multiplayer features though, and ways to engage with their friends. So this is something we can look at thanks to their feedback. This is a process and environment we want to continue when we hit early access later this year. Windblown is a game that's already been shaped by its players, and it's something we want to continue on the road ahead. Now, we're nearing the end of our closed alpha test, so keep your eyes out for some of the awesome stuff we have coming your way soon. Make sure to follow us on social media to stay up to date with the latest developments, and if you haven't already, drop us a wishlist on Steam.
When I first saw this game, I was like, this looks very similar to Dead Cells, with the snappy animations and those intense boss fights that we love. I realized it was actually, though, from the same developer, Motion Twin.
Yeah, it looks like they're moving into 3D. It works really well from what I can tell because, you know, playing Dead Cells, you always feel so fast and you feel so powerful. And this game absolutely captures that exact same vibe. And it's co-op.
And it's also coming to early access really soon, so if you want to be the first to know, wishlist it on Steam right after the show.
Falling Limbs is a grisly yet wacky platform fighter with a striking aesthetic inspired by classic Japanese picture scrolls. Customize your samurai with an arsenal of historic weaponry and brutally dismember your way to victory in both local and online combat, in a variety of game modes such as Deathmatch, Capture the Flag, and Shootout. Falling Limbs also features an innovative twin-stick control scheme where you can precisely control exactly where you aim, and especially swing your weapons. There's a new demo out today, and I'm delighted to debut their brand new trailer.
打ち込む体制を作るのが先で、剣はそれに従うものだ。
The first thing to do is to get ready to strike, and the sword will follow suit.
待っていてはいけない。敵の集団を追い崩し、切り崩していくのである。
Don't wait. Chase down the group of enemies and cut them to pieces.
逃げるが勝ち。
Run away, but win.
身を捨てても妙理は捨てず。
Even if you give up your life, you do not give up your reputation.
武士道というは死ぬことと見つけたり。
The way of the samurai It's found in death.
To celebrate Convergence, many of the participating publishers have kindly put a number of their earlier games into our dedicated Steam sale. And what better game to include in a Steam sale than SteamWorld Games from Thunderful?
The long-awaited tactical turn-based game SteamWorld Heist 2 is now available, and so to celebrate, Thunderful has bundled up the previous SteamWorld games from SteamWorld Dig all the way up to SteamWorld Build. They are available in the Convergence Steam sale, so make sure that you check it out after the show.
Unrailed is back on track with more train track construction chaos than ever. There are a lot of new things to discover, as long as you don't let your train derail. To help with that, you can equip cartridges that give you new skills, such as items being magnetically drawn to you, or gaining super strength and being able to throw resources over far distances. There's also visual player upgrades with a lot of customization options to choose from. And then there's improvements for the wagons too. Equip this cannon cart with an extension and you can shoot new tracks right to the front. Or take the new turrets for a spin. Or just go completely off the rails. When you're done upgrading your train, choose where it heads next. Do you want to take on more risk to get better upgrades? Or are you all ready for the boss at the end of each biome? With this one, you'll have to plan your train track carefully, or you'll run out of space to build your tracks on. How far will your train get? Find out when Unrailed 2 steams into early access on November the 7th. Wishlist now on Steam.
Unrailed 2 has neatly laid the tracks for us between the multiplayer section and the creature comfort section, which is all games about adorable critters. However, the games themselves might not be adorable.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like Duckside, but how can I describe this? In the words of the developers, imagine DayZ or Rust, but you're playing as a duck that can build bases, blow up other people's, team up, or go solo. But have you ever seen a duck with a gun dodger?
You know, I've watched the video, and I keep trying to peep how they're holding any of those weapons, and I can't really seem to figure it out. So I think on the back end here, we'll talk about the logistics. You at home, watch the video, find out when the game is coming to early access, and maybe you can figure out how that duck's holding that gun.
Don't play with your food, fight with it. And Gladi-Eaters from Quali and Milk Bubbles Games.
I love the art style of this game. I think it looks so neat. I can't wait to play it. There's something like crunchy about it. I don't know. But speaking of Bubbles, we have the lovely Miss Bubbles here to tell us about our next game.
Hello, you gorgeous human beings. It's Miss Bubbles. I run a YouTube channel that is all about uniting cozy games lovers and RPG lovers. I'm so excited to share with you our final game in the Creature Comfort section. Lost Native is bringing us a new title called Wild Country. It is deceptively cute, it mixes city building and competitive deck building, and it can be played either in solo mode or online with your friends via the cross-platform PvP. If you love a mix of wholesome, funny, and a sprinkle of strategy type of game, then Wild Country is definitely the one for you. I always love seeing indie studios bring different genres into the cozy gaming community because that opens up the space for us to try different types of gameplays, and with this one, you can be either a veteran or a beginner and still enjoy your time with it. And I have great news for you. If this sounds like up your alley, you don't have to wait too long to play it. Let's watch this exclusive launch trailer together to find out more.
Ahoy! I'm Burke Black, the pirate of Twitch. Thank you, ESO and Dodger, for inviting me to kick off the next section, which is all about cerebral games. To be a captain, you need to have strategy and tactics to win. That's why I'm here to talk to you about Grit and Valor 1949 by Milky Tea Studios and Megabit Publishing. Take command of an elite squad of mech pilots in an alternate World War II diesel punk setting. You'll battle the deadly Axis mechs, upgrade your mechs, and try to outsmart the enemy as you fight for glory and freedom in this real-time tactics roguelike. So you better think fast and battle the Axis forces and neutralize their HQ and develop new strategies to defeat the enemy. Now, check out this exclusive trailer.
The year is 1949, and the battle for Europe rages on. We have taken command of fearsome enemy mechs that can turn the tide of war. Using superior tactics, you must dominate the battlefield and drive an EMP deep into the heart of enemy territory, disabling their weaponry and liberating Europe for the resistance. We may suffer setbacks, but we shall regroup, rebuild, and redeploy. Our engineers will work tirelessly to upgrade both our firepower and abilities, whilst our training program uses the very finest pilots to lead our fleet. These mighty machines have empowered us, and under your command, victory can be ours.
Thanks for kicking off our next section, which is devoted to games that are designed to make you think. That can mean deeply tactical games like Grit and Valor 1949, or our next game, a time-hopping point-and-click adventure that tasks you with nothing less than saving heaven itself. Dodger, this sounds like it's right up your street.
It is. I love point and clicks. I love puzzle games. I've played a lot of them. And this one, you might think it's gonna be real serious. It's not. The name of this game is The Holy Gosh Darn. And if the name has piqued your interest, I have such good news for you. It's out right now. Let's watch the release video.
So you've got 6 hours to prevent the whole fabric of heaven's reality from unraveling.
See that brand new bling around your neck?
That bling is a time-space logic piece that lets you travel back and forth through time to find an item so important, they named the whole game after it.
The holy gosh darn!
Use the ancient art of conversation to reveal new information. Then, rewind time, barf a little, and use that knowledge to skip small talk.
Can't talk right now.
Not say terrible things.
You're really rude today, Cass.
Butter angels up.
Oh, you're very nice for a celebrity, dear.
And get another step closer to the holy gosh darn.
Are you telling me you haven't heard about the holy gosh darn?
The holy gosh darn, a heavenly adventure from the makers of Manual Samuel.
The King is Watching is a wave defense roguelite where you have to build your kingdom while fending off hordes of monstrous foes. But be wary, your citizens will only work when under your watchful gaze, so proper placement and observation of your lands is an absolute must. A good kingdom is a well-managed kingdom after all. It's one of those games where you can get sucked into multiple runs while trying to optimize the absolute perfect kingdom layout as you try to eke out just a bit more performance from your limited lands and even more limited time. But no run is wasted, as there's a meta progression system to give you a small but impactful boost for every future run. Check out the brand new trailer.
My king, the situation is dire. Evil forces are poised to attack. We must prepare at once. There's a problem. It seems your royal subjects refuse to work unless you're actively watching them. We must ensure we stockpile enough resources to strengthen our defenses. Now your majesty has motivated the peasants and they produced what we needed. I think it may be time to test some magic spells. I've been told a meteor shower does wonders against orcs. What's that about? You're not a fan of magic. You can always rely on your royal knights to defend the castle. And if they're not enough, we can always unleash our unique flower dragon. In any case, I urge you to keep fortifying your castle against even mightier foes. And remember, the enemy lurks in every corner of your kingdom.
If you've been hankering for the return of a certain tactical gaming series by a certain gaming giant, well, Lava Bird's Warside is sure to scratch that itch.
Advance to Steam and try a few wars yourself in the new demo available to play right now. Warside publisher First Break Labs also has some other new titles in the works too. Check them out right here.
from using your head to losing your head. Half-Sword is described as a physics-based, historically accurate medieval combat sim, which might sound kind of dry, but I promise it's not. It's one of those games where your limbs are all floppy and it's ridiculous, and I'm sure a barrel of laughs, but it sounds like they're trying to incorporate a lot more into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you start out as a commoner and you fight to become a champion in tournaments. They have all these historical weapons and armor you'd expect in a medieval combat game. And I mean, the combat really does remind me of the Black Knight scene in the Holy Grail, just flailing your arms around and seeing what actually sticks. If you want to see what we're talking about, the creators Half-Sword Games and publisher GameSeer have an exclusive gameplay trailer for us to check out right now.
Voin is a lightning-fast hack-and-slash roguelite set in a striking dark fantasy semi-open world where the apocalypse has already come and gone, leaving you to cleanse what remains. Rather than being strictly run-based, Voin features an extraction system where you can freely explore as much as you want and then leave with your loot, allowing you to grow and improve before venturing out again. Wield a wide and customizable arsenal of powerful weapons and abilities that are enhanced yet further by randomly generated effects and properties, allowing for layers of build customization that carry over from one run to the next. Here's an exclusive new video from the team. Next we have a survival horror, Iter, from Brazilian devs Pulsatrix Studios and Fireshine Games. It looks absolutely terrifying, and I've already watched the trailer, and I don't know if I have the guts to take this one on.
No, there are a lot of elements in this game that make me go, I don't know if I can handle it, but fortunately, we've lined up some creators who would love to handle it, so take it away.
Help us.
Let's dive into Iter.
What is happening here?
We start crucified?
This demo's off to a hot start.
That is the most jarring start to a horror game I've...
Not the teeth.
Oh!
What a way to start the game.
Wait, what? Interact with this.
Remote control. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Holy... What?
And so we're like phase changing.
I've got my trusty remote control.
Don't know how I feel about it.
Is this a fridge?
Garden pliers? Oh.
I'm not sure if that was a bad idea.
Why is it wet now?
Wait, what's that? A gun.
Oh my god.
At least now you have a weapon. With 3 bullets.
Yeah, I have a gun, I'm not afraid to use it. Ah!
I really don't like this.
He's got a big axe.
Holy sh! Man, what am I supposed to?
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God.
Okay, I have one bullet. Time to change the channel.
Yep. Here we go.
What's it? No.
No! Can I go home?
Don't.
I'm terrified.
Let's use the eyeball real quick.
This game is terrifying.
I'm loving this game so far.
Ooh, okay, we found his VR setup.
Flash drive. Ayla's flash drive.
See what this game is all about!
If you die in the game, do you die in real life?
Oh, phew.
We're alive at least, so.
Well, at least we're home now, I guess.
What am I doing?
Oh, God! All right.
Oh, what a demo, man.
That was really good. Very, very gruesome.
Stressed. Very stressed.
I like that.
That was graphic.
That was your latest look at Voidwrought, a cosmic horror-inspired Metroidvania. It's a 2D action platformer set in this hyper-detailed hand-drawn world, and I'm loving the fast-paced, snappy action in these boss fights. It looks like a game that's going to have a really rich art direction and lore behind it as well.
Absolutely. I love a Metroidvania. I cannot wait to play this one. It looks super good. But next up, the time, 1984. The place, East Germany, and things are not quite as they seem. Or at least that's what it says on the script. So, this is the bleak Orwellian world of Pollard Studios and Wired Productions' Karma, The Dark World. And we have an exclusive first look at the game in action. So let's check it out.
大家好，我是来自月壤工作室的王永鹤。今天我非常激动地向大家展示《黑暗世界阴郁果》的全新游戏内容。 并宣布游戏在10月的 Steam Next Fest 上提供试玩，请欣赏我们的全新预告片。我们迫不及待地想让你扮演利维坦的 Rome 干员的角色。
The interrogation subject is currently a clerk at the Winston Research Institute.
I thought this was just an ordinary theft. I never imagined a case like this would trouble a Rome agent. Looks like there's more to it. Just before you arrested me, I got attacked. That monster. That thing. It took my leg. I didn't think it would show up again.
I don't understand what you're saying. Mother, requesting brain dive.
No, wait! Please, I beg you, I don't want to go through this again!
Hi, I'm Cyborg Angel and I'm a Twitch ambassador in the UK. I cover a variety of new releases and virtual reality titles, including horror and wicked themes. And for the next title, you're in for a treat. Lost in Random: The Eternal Dive by Thunderful is like a dark fantasy board game transformed into a roguelite, action-packed adventure. Set in the same gothic universe as Lost in Random, Queen Alexandra and her living die companion, Fortune, battle the ancient evil that took everything from her. It's a magical, mysterious, and action-packed game set in a nightmare realm full of intriguing characters, powerful relics, and of course, random puzzles and rewards. Check out this exclusive update, which also includes details of an upcoming closed technical test.
You dice with death.
What in random? We're not dead, Fortune.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
What you having? Let's make this one count. Your punishment!
Our final collection of games are all about escapism, whisking you away to a colourful, imaginative fantasy realm. I wonder what Dodger's dream fantasy world would look like.
I don't know, I've always liked stories about the Fae, so maybe I just want to be in a beautiful woodland setting, but also in a little bit of danger, you know? But for Ace Entertainment, it's going to be the Japanese countryside-inspired world of Seikyu, which is a world that's inhabited by a bunch of yokai, which are like supernatural creatures and spiritual entities. So this is a farming sim, but with a little bit of a twist. Let's watch a brand new trailer and you can see what I mean.
Hi, I'm Peter, head of production at Massive Damage Games, and we've just released Farah, the Sundered Tribes, which is our unique take on both the monster hunting and open world survival craft genres. In Farah, you're a tribal leader fighting to save your people from a deadly mystical sickness. You've come to a magical valley which was ground zero of an arcane apocalypse that shattered the world 1,000 years ago. With your magical wings and grappling gauntlet, you have all you need to conquer the valley and save your people. That means discovering powerful artifacts and learning how to use them. It means battling colossal, magic-infected monsters and using their remains to craft and upgrade your gear and village. And it means rescuing missing tribe members, sheltering them, and nurturing them to improve their skills. In short, Farah has giant monsters, survival mechanics, flying, freeform building, grappling and swinging, tribe management, carcass harvesting, and 3D bullet hell style combat. And of course, you can play it fully multiplayer co-op with up to 8 people. You can find Farah, the Sundered Tribes on Steam Early Access right now.
Huge thank you to Massive Damage for that exclusive look at Farah, the Sundered Tribes. I love the movement in this game. The combat looks amazing. What do you think?
It's got that Zelda art style, the fast-paced aerial combat, like you said, with the shadow of Colossus boss fights, but obviously with friends as well. You're also going to be growing your tribe and upgrading your village, so there's really a lot of elements that I love from gaming, just all in one place here. But now it's time to jump over to Wanderbot for his final recommendation of the show.
For my final one to watch, from solo developer Silent Chicken, Sliding Hero is a top-down Metroidvania with a slick twist. I'm not kidding, rather than traversing the world one step at a time, you move by sliding until you hit an obstacle. Sliding puzzles have been around for almost as long as gaming has been a thing, and in all of my years, I don't think I've ever seen it as the primary game mechanic before, which is actually really cool, especially since they've taken it to the absolute limit here. With gorgeous limited palette pixel art and beautifully rendered character portraits, Sliding Hero is also set in a surreal and sinister world inspired by the Carnival of Venice, which is a setting I rarely see in gaming. Before I go, thanks for checking out my indie picks, and remember to wishlist and support these small studios. Now, let's check out this brand new trailer.
Hey everyone, I'm Dan. I'm one of the curators and coordinators of Convergence. Now, we're almost at the end of the show, which I hope you're enjoying, but before we wrap up, I just wanted to extend a very special hello to our viewers in China. The fact that Convergence has been localized into Chinese has only been made possible with the kind support of our friends at Gamersky Games. Now, if you don't know who Gamersky are, they are a publisher of indie games developed in China, and they are working to bring those games to the West with the aid of Western publishers, and you'll be hearing more about those partnerships in the coming weeks and months. But what I have to share with you now is a trailer showing 3 of their upcoming fantasy-themed games, all of which I can exclusively reveal will be playable at Steam Next Fest on the 14th of October. So, watch the video, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
Next up, we've got an exclusive new look at a game from Bandai Namco, the dimension-jumping Unknown 9 Awakening.
We've got brand new footage showing how the body-hopping combat system works, plus a glimpse behind the scenes.
It's a really exciting new title, so let's take a look.
This is Unknown 9 Awakening, a brand new action-adventure game, and the first chapter of a larger adventure that unfolds within the Unknown 9 narrative universe. You play as Haruna, a young woman with impressive supernatural abilities, brought to life on screen by renowned actress Anya Chalotra. A big part of Haruna's uniqueness comes from her attunement to the Fold, a mysterious realm that overlaps our own. Haruna eventually becomes the target of the Ascendants, a splinter faction of the Leap Year Society, looking to alter the course of history by tapping into the Fold's power. Encounters with Ascendants can be approached in many different ways, thanks to Haruna's combat and stealth abilities. One of the most impressive skills in Haruna's arsenal is her stepping ability. By using the Fold to project herself into her target's body, she takes control of them for a brief moment, during which she can set up a devastating chain of events. Performing takedowns and defeating enemies during open combat awards you with stepping tokens. The more tokens you earn, the more steps you can take in a single instance, and the more powerful the attacks on your victims become. Unknown 9 Awakening is but one of the many entry points into Unknown 9's narrative universe, in which the destinies of dozens of characters are weaved together through space and time. Like Haruna, your time has now come to step into the unknown.
Sadly, we are to our final game of the show. We have a brand new game being published by Kakahashi Games, and here to introduce it to us is the dev team themselves. Take it away, guys.
バンダイナムコスタジオシンガポールのプロデューサー加藤正則です。今回ヤンディ・イーハンとともに我々の新しいプロジェクトのお話をします。
Hi everyone. We wanted to craft a game that could be a joy to pick up and be played all over again. For us, the traditional Japanese art of origami became the perfect inspiration for creating a playful, exciting, and delightful experience. A whimsical adventure that brings back to the fun we used to love.
Yes, and so we set out to create a beautiful origami world that comes to life with a cast of charming characters you can interact with. We also developed origami transformations, which you can use to battle enemies, solve puzzles, and restore balance to the land.
初のコンバージェンスショーケースの場でこの新作をお見せできて光栄です。頑張って開発しています。ご期待ください。では、広紙をどうぞ。Let the journey unfold.
That brings us to the end of our very first Convergence. We've enjoyed being a part of it, and thanks to Wanderbot and all the other creators who participated.
Yes, and thank you so much to the devs, the publishers, all of the game makers who are with us today. If you saw a game that you like, make sure that you wishlist it. Make sure you check out the Steam sale. Engage with these games. It helps them out so much. And as for us, thank you so much for watching the very first Convergence. And hopefully, we'll see you again next year. Bye-bye.
Bye.